Hello, NeoLife leaders. I hope you're having a great time at World Team Vacation. And first of all, I just want to say thank you. I wish I could find a better word than thank you, just that would encompass how incredibly blessed and thankful I am and we are for all of you. And I have to say, this is a really exciting time in the history of the company. In April, we just had our biggest month globally, the biggest month I've ever seen in my 12 years working for the company. Just the momentum and passion and belief and success we're seeing around the world is incredible. And this is just the beginning. And now the most important fact about this growth is that the size of your business and ours is a measuring stick for just the impact that we're making on people's lives. The size of your business is a measuring stick for the impact you're making on people's lives. And as we grow, I do want to point out that there are some things that will never change. And so what will never change? Three things kind of come to mind. Number one, we're family owned and we treat you like family. That's always going to be the case. Number two, we offer quality products without compromise. So we're never going to sacrifice quality for the sake of short-term profit. And our quality standards remain as high as ever, because honestly, I don't want to take anything but the best, and I know you don't either. And number three is our transformative community. Thank you for helping us create this community that really ignites personal growth. And so no matter how big we get, you have my word, these are our non-negotiables. Now, as we look ahead to the future, I want to share my perspective as far as a macro, like big picture view on what's going on in the world. Now, obviously, inflation is on everybody's mind in every country around the world. And I want to share something that I heard a couple of weeks ago. I was in Omaha with my dad on our annual father-daughter trip to the Berkshire Hathaway shareholders meeting. And that's Warren Buffett's company. I really love going there. The entire event is just Warren Buffett and his partner, Charlie Munger, sitting on a stage with a table and eating peanut brittle because they own See's Candy, the store. I don't recommend doing that, but they're just answering questions the entire day. And so there was this young girl in the audience who went to one of the microphones to ask a question. And she said, I'm about to go off to college. What advice do you have for me to prepare for what's happening in the economy? Like, what should I be studying that's inflation proof? And I love what Warren Buffett said. He said, if you can be the best at something, offer value and something that people need, there's nothing that can inflate it away. No one can take away the talents you have. The world will always need you. The best protection against inflation is your own earning power. So I'll say it again. If you can be the best at something, offer value in something that people need, there's nothing that can inflate it away. No one can take away the talents you have. The world will always need you. And the best protection against inflation is your own earning power. Okay. So simple fact, people will always need better health and a way to earn more money. And no one does those two things better than we do. No one can inflate that away from us. And now Drew shared with me an article recently, and it showed how 11 million young people join the African job market every year, 11 million young people, and there are only 3.7 million new jobs being created. That means over 7 million young people every year are not going to find a job in Africa. We are perfectly positioned to help them. And another statistic, in Southern Africa, middle income earners spend 80% of their paycheck in the first 5 days of the month, 80% in the first 5 days. We are perfectly positioned to help them too. And I don't have a magic genie to predict what's going to happen in the world's economies, but you don't need a magic genie to spot the trends that are happening or to see that in the US, we had a decline in GDP in the first quarter of 2022. And what that means is that if we have another quarter of decline in June, that the government will declare that we're in a recession. And now I don't think the US is the center of the world by any means, but there is a saying that like, if the US sneezes, the rest of the world catches a cold, because our economies are all interdependent these days. So in case we do have a recession on a global scale, I want to talk about what that means for you and your businesses and the single most important thing you can do to prepare. And so this isn't to scare you. This is so that we're all prepared and excited about the potential that's going to happen. So number one, people are going to get scared. They get nervous. There's more layoffs, higher unemployment, and consumers start spending less because there's this feeling of uncertainty. We're already seeing it happen. The good news is that health is still top of mind for everyone. We are seeing COVID numbers increasing again, and that's not good news at all, but it does have a way of keeping health top of mind. And the best news is our products work. And so once you get them in somebody, our customers are so much more likely to keep buying them versus those non-essential things that we can spend money on. But I think it's important to recognize the single most important thing you can do to prepare is to put the business opportunity front and center. We are blessed to have a business model that thrives in both good and bad economic times. And we've proven it again and again for over 60 years. But the reason we thrive in the bad times is because of our business opportunity. People need more money. They need a way to earn extra income, a financial security, a plan B if, God forbid, they lose their job. And what's really cool is that plan B can quickly become a plan A under the right circumstances. So we can help those young people who might not have a job when they come into the workforce. We can help those people who are spending all their paycheck in the first week of the month, and all the people who are going to be affected if there is a recession coming. We can help them prepare by making a push now to launch more distributors than ever. This is such a big opportunity. And I know it's not always easy to make that shift to sharing the opportunity if we're used to focusing more on the products. But if you can make that mental shift, this is going to be big. This is one of those times that if we take advantage of it, this could be huge. And as a company, we're also prepared for anything. We have a lot of cash in the bank. We've had 2 straight years of double-digit growth. And we don't line our pockets with those extra profits. We're reinvesting back into the company in technology, product research, product development, making sure we have the right team of A players to support you. And also, if you do want to make that shift to more opportunity, I mean, Drew and Brandon are great resources to tap into. We're so thankful to have them on the team. And I've never been more excited about the future that we are seeing. And together, we are going to be the single biggest force behind ending the trend of poor health and financial stress in a time where it's never been more needed. And so I want to say thank you again so much for your partnership, your friendship. Love you all. Hope to see you soon in person, and God bless.